This clip with iShowSpeed and his dad exposes a bigger issue people argue about every day online. But the interesting thing about it is that in reality, it's not true and it doesn't exist. So let's talk about it.
You think you don't got no African blood in you? Think you just pure American?
Bro, yes, man.
Yo, what? What?
Yes.
What?
This is the issue that we face in African diaspora. Different generations, right? You would find maybe some of the older generations, they believe that, the FBAs, we would say, they don't necessarily have African ancestry. Some do. But in this case, his father's saying he doesn't.
Dude, no,
You don't-
man.
Yo.
No.
Yo, he's slow. Dad's slow, bro.
No, we don't, man. We've been here. We've been in America our whole life.
Yo. What? You're black.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing. He's saying that, we're here from 18 so-and-so and 17 or whatever, right? He's not accepting the fact that there was once Africans, enslaved Africans in the Americas. Speed's kind of challenging him, saying, but we're black. So where do you think our complexion comes from? So yeah, this is always an ongoing issue.
What?
My grandma,
Yo, okay.
my grandmother was born 1910 in America. Her mother was born 1875 in America. Come
Yo,
on, man.
Bro, what? He tripping, bro.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up everything. 1875 in America. So basically saying the African lineage has become extinct. This is always an ongoing topic. Whether they should be called African American, whether they are really African American, you would find that Gen Z would have a different mindset to the older generations, and then keep going back. Every generation is going to have a different view and a different mindset. And online, there's this idea that Africans don't like Black Americans. And obviously, Speed's African Tour basically proves that myth to be wrong, because you literally watch the live streams, you're seeing live footage of Africans showing nothing but love and respect for Speed. And we're always going to hear it's because Speed's famous, Speed's big. No, the same way he's being treated, everyone else, just like how White Speed was treated with respect, same way, even though he's copying his Speed style. But that's another story. But you can genuinely see the love and the care that he got. It opened up a lot of Black Americans' eyes, their mindset, because all this online drama and this online myth, it's not real. It's the online drama is far more bigger than the real life and the bigger picture. So I think it's best for us to kind of see places and people for themselves and who they are, instead of listening to online, because there is a lot of propaganda online, and I always believe in the real deal and the truth. So I feel that it's best to just go out there and educate yourself and get the understanding, instead of listening to a lot of lies, because a lot of lies has been fed through the media. This next clip isn't about attacking anyone. It's not about stating on one side. It's literally understanding where certain ideas come from. So have a look at this.
I do have this conversation a lot with Africans or even just Caribbean people who will often look down on Black Americans. Number one, they will say they lazy, they ghetto. I've heard African parents tell their kids not to date African American men, not to marry them, things of that nature. What are some negative stereotypes y'all heard about Black Americans from your parents, from your friends?
You literally said it all.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Like my mom would tell me not to marry that.
Yeah.
Right.
She says it all the time.
Even when I hear like African parents say that, it very much sounds like the same rhetoric that a white person would tell their kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't marry that Black guy. Like, he's ratchet, they ghetto. It's crazy to hear other Black people have that type of rhetoric towards each other.
A lot of immigrant parents have this idea in their head, and it's basically fear of a system that they do not trust. And if we would go into it, we would say that the African people who migrate to the US, to the UK or Canada or any westernized country, they already come with a strict mindset, they're ambitious, they're hardworking. So already they have that instilled into them. And obviously growing up back home will be different to the US or the UK. And it's the same problem, I wouldn't say problem, it's the same idea and myth we have in the UK when it comes to Jamaicans. Jamaicans are often stereotyped in the UK as ghetto, gangster, weed, chilled back. In other words, in what we Jamaicans say is croff. You don't have no ambition. You're not hardworking. And when you find British and other people go to Jamaica for holidays, they see a different side of Jamaicans. They see the hardworking Jamaicans. They see the Christian Jamaicans. They see the polite Jamaican. So whatever you see in the westernized country, in the US and UK and Canada, of many immigrants from, Africa or the Caribbean, they're different from the ones back home. And it's the same thing with speed. A lot of people judge, a lot of Black Americans feel this way, that Africans don't like them, because based on maybe the Africans that live amongst them in the US. However, the Africans back home will be different. Same with the Caribbeans in the UK. They're going to be different. So that's another thing why I feel that we have this tension in the diaspora. And what I find interesting is that you will not find a white British person, a white American person, or a white Australian person having this conflict and having the wars in the European diaspora. I just feel that when it comes to the European identity, it's accepted globally, but when it comes to the African identity, it is fragmented and broken up into, because of history, because of class and migration. I think we should be the ones to change that through, Speed's tour, through, social media, break down these myths, break down these lies, break down these propaganda. And lastly, do you think this diaspora war actually exists in real life, or is it just an internet thing? Let me know down below in the comments on your views about this current topic and situation that affects the African diaspora around the world, around the globe, every day. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please like. I already said to comment, so you don't have to do that already. And subscribe. We're getting to 1,000 subs. I'm on the road to 1,000 subs. And hope you guys having a blessed day. And remember, stay blessed.